Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys, peep game. All right, man. I had to do this video, and this is just real talk. I gotta really say what's on my mind, you know, and my heart versus, trying to entertain people. I do that too, but at the same time, I have to be serious because I gotta say something, and this is just the honest to God truth. And this is just real talk. Some people gon' take what I say the wrong way, and they may take this and try to make something out of it. But I'm just talking out of love, and I'm just telling the truth. As a member of not only just the media, but a former member of the boxing media who used to cover fights, like I said, I've met a lot of fighters. I've interviewed dozens of fighters, dozens of times. I'm not going to say I'm friends with them. I go to dinner with them, but, I try to establish a rapport with them, a relationship where there's respect towards each other. Not saying I'm friends, but then, at the end of the day, I root for my people. I root for the black women and the black men to be successful, to have things. Because I want my people to be successful, and I believe in, generational wealth, passing it on. And this is just real talk. But this man, you know, I meant to do this video earlier today, but since it's late night, I want y'all to listen to this video when you guys are getting up, or if you getting off of work, you work that late night shift, whatever the case may be. But I have to say this, and I'm asking the sisters that listen to my channel to hit Carissa Shields up and just tell her to please stop doing this. She putting herself in a bad position, and she putting, black men and black women in a bad position, because how she's really talking is subliminal divisive. And she putting Keith Thurman in a bad position as well, and other black fighters. As I said before, I want Carissa Shields to do well, but then sometimes Carissa Shields has a very bad habit of talking out the side of her neck and saying stuff that's just, to a certain degree absurd. Now, she dodged a media bullet with the situation that happened with her brother, her sister, and that, the trainer getting hit in the back of the head, getting sucker punched. I'm not going to go deep into that situation, but that situation could have got really serious. It could have got really serious, and it could have got really ugly. And I'm just going to leave it at that. But now you have Carissa Shields once again talking about that she want to fight a man, and she thinks she can beat somebody like Keith Thurman. I got to say this about Carissa. Like I said, Carissa, if you hear this video, if you take it the wrong way, then so be it. If you decide, hey, I'm never going to do an interview with Town Business, now keep in mind, I've requested an interview with Carissa Shields, haven't heard from. And I'm not making this video because I'm angry and all that stuff. And I don't give a damn whether somebody interviews with me or not. All I could do is request an interview. They either going to say yes or they going to say no. Either way, even if they say yes, that still doesn't mean that I'm not going to speak on a certain situation going on with them if I don't like it. It's not going to deter me. Okay? So, that need to be put out there. I'm going to speak on something whether you interview with me or not. But this thing that Carissa Shields doing to a certain degree is toxic, and it's not a good look. I'm just looking at this in all type of ways. Once you calling out Keith Thurman saying that you think you could beat him in an actual fight. One, Keith Thurman is a black man. Carissa Shields is a black woman. Don't we have enough division going on in our community without this being a distraction and an issue? I mean, of all people, why didn't you call out Manny Pacquiao? Why didn't you call out a non-black? And then this could be dangerous on so many levels. And if I'm Keith Thurman, I wouldn't even respond to Carissa Shields. It's no reason for him to respond. Don't let your testosterone, Keith Thurman, get the best of you. Pay Carissa Shields no mind. I heard Carissa Shields in interviews say, hey, I've sparred with Errol Spence. I've sparred with men and stuff. Do you really think they was going full throttle with you? Carissa, on the real, you got parked by Hannah Gabriels. Out of your 10 professional fights, you only have 2 knockouts. Okay? Keith Thurman has a more than 50% knockout ratio. Okay? Okay? I don't know how many fights Keith Thurman has, but he has more than 2 knockouts. First of all, if Keith Thurman hits Carissa Shields flush, she gonna be in serious trouble. And then what would that do for Keith Thurman's career? It's a lose-lose situation for Keith Thurman. Either way. Okay? This reminds me of the hypocrisy that was going on with the media with this Floyd Mayweather Ronda Rousey thing. When you had the media saying that Ronda Rousey could beat Floyd in the fight. No, she couldn't. No, she couldn't. Floyd would have mopped the floor with her with ease. Keep in mind, she got her ass beat by Heidi Holmes and Amanda Nunes. They both took her out. Floyd, whether he got brittle hands or not, he lays one clean shot on Ronda Rousey. She's gone. But at the same time, these were the same people that was ridiculing Floyd about his alleged domestic violence issues. But they only had smoke for Floyd Mayweather. Never mind, they didn't want to talk about what War Machine did and a couple of other MMA fighters who happened to be white that beat the hell out of their girlfriends and attacked them on several occasions, where they had several white MMA fighters that was accused and convicted for domestic violence. But then you had the idiots that would try to pull this, oh, well, you know, they talking about Floyd because he's more famous than him. No, it's because he's black. I don't know who Carissa Shields' manager is, and I know who her publicist is. You know, I met her before. They need to tell Carissa Shields to stop talking like this because she sounds ridiculous. I'm not worried about none of you ops that's going to try to listen to this video and say that Town Biz is misogynistic. No, I'm not misogynistic, but I'm a realist. Okay? Carissa Shields can't beat no damn Keith Thurman in no fight. She can't beat Keith Thurman. She can't beat Errol Spence. She can't beat Sean Porter. She can't beat Terrence Crawford. She can't beat Deontay Wilder. If she had an actual fight with them, she could literally be seriously hurt, if not worse. Like I said, Carissa, take it however you want. If you offended by this video, you can cuss me out, whatever. I'm sorry, but I am not going to lie and play these games. And the media should ignore this as well. They should not be pushing for a actual fight between a man and a woman. Okay. I appreciate what Carissa Shields is doing for women's boxing. And I know Jim Crow Joe then passed some of these laws where now you can have people that wasn't genetically born men or women participate in certain type of sports. But at the end of the day, there is a strength issue, and at the same time, it's just a genetics issue. Now, if they want to look, I'm not against people that live alternative lifestyles, but maybe they need to create sports leagues for people that have lived or they have altered their body in some way, shape, or form. I would be okay with that. But trying to put them in a position where they can come play regular sports, I don't think that's fair, and I don't think that's a good idea. Okay? But then again, that's your president for you. He care about everybody except the people that look like me. But I'm just saying this out of love for Carissa Shields. I really got love for that sister. I'm proud of what she did, but she really needs to quit talking like this. This is dangerous. And I'm just gonna tell you something. I hear this talk about women should get paid what men get paid in sports. Not if they not, carrying their weight. At the end of the day, this is where the hypocrisy with women come in. No WNBA player should not get paid what men get paid. You know why? The WNBA been in existence for 20 years now, or over 20 years, since 1997. It's nothing but a tax write-off for the NBA. They are losing millions of dollars. You know why? Because nobody packs the arena. And that's where the hypocrisy of these feminist groups comes in. They talking about equal rights for women, but as you can see, they ain't buying the tickets. They ain't bringing their ass to the arenas. They ain't feeling, I said this about Carissa Shields. When Carissa Shields starts packing arenas, or at least to halfway capacity, wherever she goes, she's selling 15, 20,000 tickets, then she can make that argument. But just because you a woman saying that you should get what, Floyd and Manny Pacquiao is getting per fight, no, that's not accurate. So let's just face the facts. When it comes to boxing, the majority of the ticket buyers are male. I'm just keeping it 100. The WNBA is a tax write-off. The NBA is not profiting off the WNBA. They're not making any money. Them women, even when they were allowed to play at full capacity, those WNBA games had, at best case scenario, maybe 3,000-4,000 people there. And I don't know how many WNBA teams they are, but that's not a wide profit margin. And the tickets are not that much neither. So for them to sit up there and say that they should get paid what Kevin Durant, that's just baloney. Okay? I don't see no men walking around with Diana Taurasi jerseys, or at the time Lisa Leslie jerseys and all that kind of stuff. That's just fact. And to you women that's gonna listen to this, you can get mad all you want, but you getting hit with reality today. This has to be said. It needs to be said. It's just fact. Nobody ain't checking for the WNBA. Nobody cares about it. Men really don't care about it, and women don't care about it. Like I said, y'all are hypocrites. Because if y'all really was trying to push a feminist movement, y'all would be filling up those seats. If y'all really cared about women in sports, whenever Carissa Shields fought, those stadiums would be packed. But that's because y'all don't care. It's all about trying to call yourself, making your presence felt, and trying to, solidify some power that you really don't deserve because you're not putting in the groundwork. And like I said before, Carissa, if you hear this video, I'm sorry, forgive me. I'm not trying to attack you, but at the end of the day, I'm hitting you with some reality. You need to get away from this bullshit feminist thing, because at the end of the day, Carissa, you got a lot of men that support you. I support you. But at the same time, I'm just hitting you with a dose of reality. You gonna fuck around and you gonna alienate your male supporters by trying to make this a gender thing. Keep putting in the work, keep doing what you need to do. But at the same time, don't try to build yourself up by attacking and always making this about gender, or accusing men of being misogynistic towards you. But you have to be a realist. You might could beat somebody like Charlie Zolanov in a fight, but you not beating no established two-time champion. Keith Thurman is a two-time belt holder. He's held 2 belts. But this is what I'm saying. So, Carissa, I got love for you, sister, but I got to keep it a buck. If you hear this video and you say, hey, I'm not ever going to talk to Town, that's fine. I'm not going to hold it against you. I'm not going to attack you, but it got to be said. This your boy Town Biz. I'm out.